Hello. Welcome to our live video today. And in today's video, we are going to be diving into the root causes of your hormonal imbalances. And I've prepared a presentation together. I've put it together. So we're going to dive deeper and you're really going to understand what's causing your symptoms, what's at the bottom, what's at the root cause. And as a result of that, it will help you uncover the hidden mysteries of behind your symptoms and behind many other issues that you might be experiencing. So whether we are talking about hormonal imbalances or weight loss resistance, you just can't seem to lose weight, or you have a lot of gut issues and other symptoms, in today's video you will understand why it's happening. So let's dive straight in. I'm going to switch to the presentation mode and share that with you. Alrighty, so let's uncover the root cause of weight loss resistance, hormonal imbalances, and gut health issues. And tell me if you're experiencing any of those. So hormonal or autoimmune imbalances. Now, in terms of the symptoms, it might be weight gain, sleep issues, fatigue. You have a lot of hair loss or mood swings, anxiety, aches and pains in your body. You have low libido, heart palpitations, just firing. Your heart seems to be healthy. You know, you've checked it, but why is it? Why is it just constantly just firing and you're having heart palpitations or inflammation? So these are the symptoms. And here are the conditions that could be causing these symptoms. So hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, so underactive or overactive thyroid, PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis, estrogen dominance, infertility, heavy periods, peri or menopause. So maybe you're experiencing any of those, or maybe you've got an autoimmune. So Hashimoto's, your hypothyroidism is due to Hashimoto's, or your hyperthyroidism is due to Graves', or maybe it's lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, and maybe you're experiencing gut health issues as well. So for example, bloating, gas, pain, discomfort. You live in constant discomfort, and maybe instead of gaining weight, you're losing weight because you don't know how to feed yourself. You don't know what to eat. And you have constipation or fatigue, low mood, brain fog. So these are just some of the symptoms of gut health issues. And these are the conditions, so just an example of some of the conditions that could be causing it. Candida, GERD, IBS, leaky gut, H. pylori, etc. Now, how about blood sugar imbalances? Do you feel thirsty, hungry? Maybe you feel dizzy, and maybe you have blood sugar crashes. So by 4 p.m., you're literally just ready to go to bed because you're into function. And maybe you have high blood pressure, which is also a symptom of blood sugar imbalance. And maybe you've been diagnosed with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. Now, how about weight problems? Do you experience any of these? You're just gaining weight by just breathing, literally just breathing. And you have a lot of stubborn weight around the midsection. It's very tough to lose it. And yes, fat loss is not easy. You need the right plan for fat loss. So if you're experiencing any of these, in today's masterclass, we'll be diving into the reasons why. Oops. So I'll also share with you some of the amazing case studies. So these are real people who have achieved real results and were symptom-free, with their life being completely changed in just 4 to 8 weeks. Incredible, isn't it? So as well as that, if you stick with me right to the end, I will give you a special free gift, and you will get a 1-day hormone reset plan with strategies and recipes for your hormonal health. How's that? You'll walk away with it. You'll get some recipes there and strategies to help you apply the plan that we will explore today. So today, I'm going to give you the blueprint we've used for over 10 years to help hundreds of our clients find root causes of their health imbalances and transform their health. So who are we? In case if you don't know who we are, this is the first time you came across us. Who are we? So we are Paul and Julia Tabeth, as well as being married for over 20 24 years this year. We are also certified holistic nutritionists and lifestyle coaches with over 10 years of experience. We've been around for a long time. We've helped hundreds of our clients reverse their health issues, even if they've tried everything. They've gone to top clinics, they've worked with the best conventional or alternative professionals, but they're still not experiencing results. And we've built an international following of over 100,000 people, health-conscious people, all conscious about their health, with over 11 million views on our YouTube channel. And over the years, we've delivered presentations across the world and workshops across the world. We've been featured in media, and you can see our YouTube channel's got over 11 million views. So we really reached millions. Now, how we discovered the 5 steps. It all happened as a result of my ongoing health challenges that I couldn't find answers to. So I had hypothyroidism, and I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism at a very early age, in my early 20s. By the time we understood what was causing it, that it was Hashimoto's, much of my thyroid has already been destroyed, unfortunately. And I also had PCOS, fertility problems, severe fatigue, struggling to function, candida and gut health issues, blood sugar imbalances, a long list, right? Already a long list. Weight problems, anxiety, and emotional eating cravings and binges because I was on anti-candida low-carb diets and it was very difficult. So that's a long list. And maybe you can relate to some of it and most of it. Maybe it's something that you're experiencing as well. And you know just how much it affects your life every single day. There's not a single day when your life is not affected by these challenges. And I was eating healthy, but feeling sick. My diet was already gluten-free and sugar-free and, just a lot of whole foods and cooking foods at home and taking supplements. But why wasn't I experiencing results? And that's something that drove me to keep on searching for answers. And then I came across a fruit-based plant foods lifestyle plan. So it's a high carbohydrate lifestyle plan. It's totally different. It's out of the box. It's like nothing I've ever done before. And that was back in the year of 2009. And here we are all these years, all these on, and I'm following this plan, and I've achieved a lot of great results with it. And I was able to turn into an athlete, go literally from struggling to get out of bed to running a whole marathon and a triathlon, finally balancing my fertility challenges, PCOS, totally reversing PCOS, and conceiving a beautiful daughter, Eleni, who is going to turn 10 soon. So that's been a journey, going through a very healthy, beautiful, glowing pregnancy and really reclaiming my strength, my femininity, and living well with despite the fact that I am a thyroid patient myself. So when we started teaching our clients this blueprint, their results were just unbelievable because they all took the 5 steps that I will tell you about today. They all took the steps that we'll cover today. And there is one of the example. Mary is a professional female. She came to us with a lot of health issues. So she had hormonal imbalances. She had migraines that would just really wipe her out. She had a lot of fatigue. She had blood sugar problems. She was about to go on medication, and she didn't want that. That's when she decided to take action. She had joint problems, again, pre-diabetic. She had heartburn and excess weight, and she was already on a number of medications. They were not working for her, and she was looking for alternatives. She wanted to live. She wanted to thrive. This is what happened in just 7 days. Her migraines had disappeared completely, and her heartburn had gone. Inflammation and arthritis eased off. Hormones started to come into balance, and she began to have bundles of energy. Within 8 weeks, Mary lost 20 pounds eating plenty of carbohydrates. She was empowered with the knowledge to continue to nurture and restore her body the right way. So 20 pounds weight loss in 8 weeks without dieting, without carbohydrate restriction, reversing her health issues and really starting to just feel good again. So what did she do? Well, let's have a look at health imbalance triggers, and let me know in the comment section if this resonates with you. So you've gone through one of these stages in life, so puberty, and I know a lot of us are not at that stage anymore, but that's when your health issues started to pop up. Or maybe you've gone through intense stress or some kind of toxic exposure, yes, in your life, or you've seen how your symptoms got worse after childbirth, or you're going through perimenopause and you are starting to experience a lot of health imbalances. So what happens is, again, you starting to experience all these symptoms and get diagnosed with the conditions that we've talked about already. Yes, so we've talked about blood sugar imbalances and weight problems and hormonal and autoimmune and gut health problems. Now, within the medical approach, there are just two things that you can do. That they can do, rather. They can either medicate you or they can operate on you. Whenever you come to your doctor, tell me in the comment section, have you come to a doctor who, instead of, okay, so this is like diagnosis and that's the medication you'll be on, or that's the operation we need to do on you, have they ever talked to you about root causes? Have they ever talked to you about nutrition, lifestyle? And I'll show you the root causes, some of the root causes. We'll go into them today. But have they ever done that work? Well, none of the regular doctors, traditional doctors I've seen, have done that for me. So within the medical approach, there are just two options that you've got. They play their role, but is there an alternative as well? So they'll, if you've got hormonal imbalances, hormonal replacement therapy, but it comes with its own dangers: dementia, strokes, blood clots, heart attacks, breast cancer, lung cancer, yes, colorectal cancer. All these are the side effects of hormonal replacement therapy. What about birth control pills? It's shocking. When hormones are not functioning well, a lot of doctors will say, okay, let's put you on birth control pills. Let's just see what happens. This is what I went through myself. Well, that comes with increased risk of cervical and breast cancer as a result of that. Increased risk of a heart attack or stroke, higher blood pressure, migraines, infertility. And what's interesting is that, okay, so people take thyroid medication, and yes, of course, it plays its role, it's necessary, but only 7%. It's necessary in some cases, yes. So some people will be able to reverse it. Some people will be able to reduce it. Some people will be able to get off it completely, not need it under their doctor's supervision. And we've seen that with our clients. But out of 12,000 people who were surveyed about their thyroid treatment, only less than 7% felt satisfied. 70% changed doctors multiple times. Things are not working. Let me find another doctor who might be able to help. Or this doctor is not helping again. Let me find another doctor. I've been there myself. And 80% needed a new treatment because it wasn't working. And what's really frustrating for me, so it's a nutritionist who approaches things from a more holistic perspective, and while I'm not a doctor, there are certain ranges that there's a difference between normal ranges and ideal ranges. And I'll show you here. And I'll show you it's something that you need to know. You need to be empowered with this information because it's lacking in the traditional medical field. This is when you also need to go outside of the system to find answers to your symptoms. So thyroid panel normal levels. So TSH is 0.3 to 5.5. Thyroid panel optimal levels. TSH is up to 2.5. So in other words, if you go to your regular doctor and your TSH level is 4.5 and your doctor says, oh, it's normal, nothing wrong with you, but you have all the symptoms of hypothyroidism, you are hyperthyroid. You've got hypothyroidism. Yes. And T4, well, if you're at the bottom of the range, then you're still within the norm, but that's not the norm. The optimal level, okay, it's the norm within the medical fields, but the optimal levels where you really start to feel good, where you start to feel like you're thriving, is 50 to 75% of the range. And you can get there by optimizing your hormones. And this is where nutrition and lifestyle comes in. You'll learn about it. T3, so the range usually depends on the lab, but let's say it's 3.1 to 6.8. Well, the optimal range is 50% of the range. Again, if you are right at the bottom with your T3 thyroid panel, then you will experience all the hypothyroid symptoms. And don't take my word for it. Here's scientific evidence. And that was published in 2005. And my traditional doctor still doesn't know about it. My traditional doctor still thinks that, higher ranges are fine. And I remember literally crawling into the doctor's office saying that I have no energy at all. And the doctor saying, well, we've done every test on you we could. It all looks fine. Okay, we'll look into that in a moment. So this is evidence for it. So basically, there's a high chance that you're not getting the most effective treatment because the medical system is flawed. It's flawed. It has its flaws. Does it play its role? Yes, not denying that it has a very important role. That doctors play their very important role with its own flaws. And the Western medical approach is not set up to prevent and balance chronic health issues. There is no prevention and there is no balance of symptoms and addressing and going to the root cause when it comes to chronic diseases, especially hormonal imbalances. So little knowledge. So what's creating it all in the first place? This is the question that you need to ask yourself. What's creating it all in the first place? If I've got all these issues, what's creating them all in the first place? Well, it's the root cause or causes that feed all the symptoms. And if you imagine your health being a tree and your leaves are the symptoms and your branches are the specific conditions that you go diagnosed with, we need to go here. We need to go to the root cause of things and understand what's creating it all in the first place. And what's creating it all in the first place is going to be a combination of things. Let me just show you one example, how your gut health affects your hormones. And let me know in the comment section, has your traditional doctor ever talked to you about gut health? Have you ever done a gut health test? Have you ever, has your doctor talked about the leaky gut and autoimmune diseases and how that can create them? So maybe some of you are lucky, but the majority of you will say no. So your gut health, and it has a direct effect on your hormones. It could be one of the root causes of your hormonal imbalances, because it stabilizes and processes hormones like estrogen, for example, and testosterone. So if you've got estrogen dominance and your gut health is not working well, the cause could be your gut health. It regulates inflammation in the body. And if you got too much inflammation, it starts to disrupt endocrine glands and it starts to cause hormonal imbalances. Again, that's a big role, but that is down to your gut health. The gut-brain hormonal connections, so hormones such as cortisol and serotonin. So yes, your gut affects your brain and that affects your hormones. And that has a direct impact on your mood, on your stress level. So you're just constantly feeling wired and you just constantly, like even a little stress really takes you out of balance. It's because there are certain issues in your body that are out of balance. And it also affects your overall hormonal balance in the body. How about absorption? An unhealthy gut, for example, a leaky gut, can compromise the body's ability to absorb key nutrients, potentially leading to disruptions in hormonal balance as well. So it's one of the root causes of hormonal imbalances and other health issues and autoimmune. And especially if you've got an autoimmune, gut health is one of the to start from. So here are some of the other top root causes of hormonal imbalances. Unbalanced diet. And so many clients come to us and say, well, I'm eating healthy, but I'm having all these issues. When we look at that diet, there are so many gaps. There are so many things that are still undialed that need to be balanced. And that alone creates a lot of results in just days. Our clients start to feel better. So that alone, just addressing that alone, will have a massive impact on the way you feel. Blood sugar imbalances. So that's another root cause. So that's what could be causing your issues. What about infections? That is such a big, major cause of autoimmune issues, hormonal imbalances, and other issues. Fungi like Candida, bacteria, viruses, they all affect the way your body functions. What about excess weight? Excess weight has a very big impact on your hormones. It has a big impact on your bodily functions and your inflammation. Poor liver, gut, or adrenal health. We've talked about gut health. Liver is majorly important also. and adrenal health as well. So if your adrenal glands are low and you're not addressing that issue and understanding the root cause, then you will feel low energy. High stress life, trauma, past trauma. So all these things, deficiencies, toxins. So many people are deficient in vitamin D, B vitamins, for example, and in a lot of other nutrients. And that's why they're experiencing issues. Or they might be having too many toxins, and that's creating their symptoms. So these are just some of the root causes, some of the most common root causes that's when we work with our clients, we cover. So here is one of the case studies, Brittany. Brittany is a business owner. She came to us because she really felt tired. And she was really struggling with her candida symptoms. So before she came to us, she had severe candida issues, debilitating fatigue, and weight issues. She tried keto diet, anti-candida diet. She took various supplements. She followed protocols, but she still had persisting issues. She struggled to run her business. She didn't have much energy to exercise. She was embarrassed to go to the gym due to yeast overgrowth. So what happened after was this. She completely reversed everything in just under 8 weeks, literally 6 weeks into us working together and her following a system. She woke up and she realized that I have no symptoms at all. I'm feeling amazing. She balanced her debilitating candida overgrowth. She lost the last stubborn weight, and she lost a total of 40 pounds and about 10 to 15 when we worked together. Those last stubborn 10 to 15 pounds. She had all the energy she wanted to run her business, enjoy the time with her partner, exercise, and live her life to the full. That's a huge transformation in just a matter of weeks, following the health mastery blueprint that we work with our clients on. And Brittany said that I'm over the moon about the changes I've experienced. And of course, would you be? Would you be? You look like a fitness model. You're feeling great. You no longer have annoying candida and fatigue issues and so forth. So here's Ivania. What a dramatic transformation. She came to us with an autoimmune acne condition. So autoimmune diseases have multiple root causes. And if you've got an autoimmune disease, it's a complex thing to address. You won't really get any help in the medical world. The only thing that you'll be given is medication. And you'll be told that you've got it for life, you can reverse it. Well, you can send it into remission and you can manage it and you can live well with it. Yes, and so what a joy to be able to experience it. So Ivania said, I just can't express how grateful I am for Paul and Yulia's program. Before I came to work with them, I had an autoimmune acne condition plus yeast acne. For 5 years, she struggled so much. She struggled. And even on this diet and lifestyle, we had to make a lot of tweaks to make things work for her. And this is why she wanted to get coaching and help. So her autoimmune condition was reversed. She looked amazing. She felt amazing. She felt like a new person. So we do it from the root cause approach. Our health mastery system and program is based on the root cause approach. So how about this? We go and rebuild your cellular health. We go deep because your cellular health directly affects how your body functions, repairs itself, how well it produces new body tissues, and so much more. So let's cleanse your cells. Let's help your body start rebuilding the healthy cells. Let's start creating balance in your cellular system. And we also work on your bodily functions. So if you imagine your cells are your engine and your bodily functions are your gears, your organs to make metabolism as efficient as possible. So that's the root cause approach. And of course, we're going to be removing the root cause, going to the root cause, and then working on rebuilding your body. Now, let's talk about the diet side of things. This is a big area of concern for a lot of people, frustration for a lot of people, and also struggle for a lot of people because there is so much misinformation in that field. So let's talk about popular diets that make people sick, literally make people sick. And they're popular diets and people think they're healthy diets. So have you heard of the S word? The S word. What is the S word? Sugar. So low carb diets like keto, the anti-candida diets. Supposedly, they can solve all your hormonal, blood sugar, adrenal, and weight issues for life, really, and just offer you that solution so you're not eating carbohydrates and you're getting healthy. Well, they work like this. So basically, you exclude or dramatically limit carbohydrates and you maintain a low carb diet. You eat loads of fat and protein instead. And you take lots of supplements, superfoods, and probiotics. And in theory, this might sound like something that works. In practice, however, this is a totally disastrous approach to restoring your health. It's a disastrous approach. Why? Well, let's understand why. Science shows that popular low-carb diets, and again, this is scientific evidence, there's scientific evidence behind it, can lead to kidney stones. We've had clients with kidney stones and kidney issues who were able to totally reverse them very quickly. Hypoglycemia, eye damage, impaired mood and concentration. People slow down on high-fat diets. Osteopenia and osteoporosis, high cholesterol. There's like a very long list, and even death. And yes, there's sudden cardiac death in association with a ketogenic diet. So, it's something to be aware of. Low carbohydrate diets have been scientifically shown to lead, this is very important, to a drop in energy production and metabolism and a fall in the active T3 thyroid hormone levels. And you might be thinking, well, how do active T3 thyroid hormone levels apply to me? Well, this is how. They supply every cell of your body with energy. This is just how vitally important it is. It's the active thyroid hormone. It's much more powerful than the inactive form of T3. It's a very important hormone in your body. If your T3 hormone is low, you will experience all the hormonal imbalance symptoms. You'll have fatigue and hair loss. You'll struggle to function, concentrate on things. You'll have anxiety, depression, and the list is endless. And again, don't take my word for it. Here is scientific evidence behind it. 47% decline. 47% decline in T3 levels. That's massive on a high fat diet. So restricting carbs can lead to fatigue and low energy levels, cravings and binges, hormonal imbalances, weight gain, depression, blood sugar disorders, elevated cholesterol, which increases your risk of heart disease. That's a very long list. So they damage your health, they lead to low energy levels and slower metabolism, damage your hormones, cause sugar cravings, and unhealthy relationship with food and yourself. I've been there myself. I'm talking from my personal experience. So how do you plan your nutrition for optimal health? That, let's say you don't want to be going on a low carb diet, you just want to understand, okay, what's the plan for me? Okay, so let's skip this. So it's about chronic diseases and antioxidants, which is just so important. So to quickly cover it, it's very important. Antioxidants are majorly important. They come from plant foods. They're 64 times more antioxidants in plant foods. So you need to be eating plant foods. And antioxidants protect your body from damage caused by free radicals, shielding you from serious health conditions. So they're very important. So let's have a look at some science behind it. Plant foods help you reduce C-reactive protein. Very important for people with autoimmune diseases because of all the inflammation in the body. And people with any condition, actually. They help you lower inflammation and help you reverse autoimmune diseases. And again, there's loads of scientific evidence to prove that. A plant foods diet helps protect you against hypothyroidism and the autoimmune disease Hashimoto's, and also lowers your risk of developing other autoimmune diseases. Yes, so it's very important to not only manage and send your current autoimmune into remission, but make sure that you're not getting other autoimmune diseases. And as well as Hashimoto's, it's also lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Yes, so it's important. And here's some science behind it and how vegan diets have been able to impact positively on hypothyroidism, and they've been rarely associated with hypothyroidism and actually may protect against autoimmune disease. High in fiber diets, so vegan, plant foods diets and high fruit diets, helps you rebuild your good gut bacteria like no other diet can, like no other probiotic can, because it contains such a great diversity of nutrients that help you build friendly gut bacteria. And again, is some science and evidence behind it. Impact of vegan diets on gut microbiome, very positive impact. The plant foods diet is literally the best diet to help you lose weight out of all the other popular diets out there. And they've compared all the different diets, and they came to a conclusion that vegan diet is best for weight loss, even with carbohydrate consumption. You don't need to restrict your carbs at all. It's also the right plan for helping you reverse insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, lowering cholesterol, reversing inflammation and arthritis, and both preventing and reversing heart disease. And science shows that more than any other diet, a plant-based diet can positively impact on your symptoms and also help you reduce infections caused by viruses. So why, let's say, are you eating healthy? Maybe you're already eating plants, but you still have problems. Well, because you need the right food for your condition. And let me share this with you. Several years into raw food diet, so I was following a raw food diet, I still had high Hashimoto's antibodies. Why is that? Because I needed to go deeper, and certain conditions take more than just a diet to balance. And when I addressed that, I was able to finally lower them down and bring them to manageable levels. You need the right ratios and nutrients, and it's not easy to get that right. And you need the root cause approach to health. You really need to understand what else needs to be fixed. So there are 3 nutrition building blocks that we all need: carbohydrates, protein, and fat. So these are the nutrition building blocks. So here is a better plan for health. Here is how to structure it in order to experience more health. 80% carbohydrates, 10% protein, and 10% fat. Is that like a really set in stone figure? No, but a high carbohydrate and lower fat diet has been proven to be highly beneficial for your health. Let's look at Okinawans. They are very healthy. They're considered to be the healthiest and most long-lived people on the planet. Almost 2/3 living independently. Yes, on their own. They're like just managing just fine until the age of 97. How's that? Wouldn't you want to know what's their secret? Almost 2/3 of them. Yes, there's a massive percentage of them. So what's their diet? Okay, so their diet is a high carbohydrate, plant-based, whole food, low fats diet. And they also appear to be free of the typical signs of heart disease, far lower rates of cancer, diabetes, and dementia than other aging populations. Yes, so that's the question. How do you want to age? And if you want to age gracefully and be free as you age and be pain-free, then you better start building things now because that's important. It's very important. So here's one of her clients, Nidia. Nidia is a professional female in the finance sector. She came to us with thyroid and Hashimoto struggles. She had fatigue, low energy levels, sleep issues, digestive problems, constipation. And you know, that's scenario where you're eating healthy and you're feeling sick. Well, she was on a raw food diet and all these symptoms. Why? Well, because she wasn't following it in a way that was beneficial for her body. So we helped her make tweaks and changes and stay on the diet that she wanted to follow, but do it the right way. And what happened after was this. All her thyroid and Hashimoto's symptoms were gone in just weeks. Her digestion was finally balanced, her sleep was restored, and her energy levels went through the roof. She felt supported and assisted every step of the way. And she said, if you decide to work with Paul or Julia, you won't look back. You'll learn so much and you'll be assisted every step of the way. I'm so happy I made that choice. Here's Nancy. Nancy is a professional female in the educational field. She's been on GERD, acid, reflux medication for 15 years before she started working with us. She was overweight with high cholesterol levels and on statins. She suffered from hypothyroidism, declining kidney functions, high blood pressure, arthritis, and skin issues. Well, within just days of starting this new lifestyle, she stopped having GERD issues. She was able to come off her medication after her doctor's supervision. Her kidney function went back to normal. She dropped pounds of excess weight. She started to feel better. Her arthritis was gone and her health issues were improving. Her doctor said she should be able to start lowering her thyroid medication as well because her thyroid blood work started to improve. So how amazing is that? And here's Tina. Tina was crying when she came to work with us. She was tired of candida. She was tired of menopause, hot flashes, sleep problems, fatigue. She tried lots of diets and remedies with no results. Here's what happened after. Her candida symptoms were gone in just 3 days. Literally, just 3 days her symptoms were improved. She started to lose weight without any carbohydrate restriction. And she started to see her hormones come into balance. Her hot flashes disappeared. She started to sleep well. Her skin began to glow. She lost 17 pounds in 8 weeks. Here is Rosine. Rosine lost 45 pounds of excess weight. She balanced PMS, chronic fatigue, candida, prediabetes, headaches almost every day, and just lots of other health issues. Disease-free, medication-free. What an amazing transformation. Here's my body. I've been following a high carbohydrate lifestyle plan for nearly 15 years. That's a long time. A long time. Yes, and I've gone through pregnancy and birth, and I'm a busy mom, and I'm a driven female, and I've got a lot of things on my plate. My body stays the same weight, so easy and lovely to manage. And this lifestyle is just so delicious. It's so diverse. It's different. It wakes you up to new energy levels. It wakes you up to new levels of consciousness. So it's a beautiful lifestyle to follow. Judy is another case study. She was on type 2 diabetes medication, long-term type 2 diabetic, high carbohydrate diet. Yes, so can diabetics eat a high carbohydrate diet? Yes, if they follow it the right way. If they eat a high carbohydrate, low fat, plant-based diet and also balance their root causes. After 9 days, her blood sugar levels went down from 160, that's super high, to 110. After 6 weeks, her blood sugar dropped to 98, the lowest it's ever been, literally. She lost 20 pounds. Her energy levels had gone through the roof and her skin started to glow. And in just 6 weeks, she lost 20 pounds. And in 90 days, Judy lost 30 pounds. She continued to lose weight. And here is Susan. Susan balanced her pre-diabetes within just 2 weeks. She was very concerned about going on a high carbohydrate diet, but she also didn't want to have type 2 diabetes. So within 2 weeks, she no longer had blood sugar issues, no longer pre-diabetic. That's the beauty of this diet. So now you might be thinking, what about protein? Okay, let's cover some facts about protein, because protein is important and you need it, but you only need about 1 gram of protein per kilogram of your lean body weight. So it's about 10% of your total calories. Not that much, right? But that's all you need to cover your needs. Unless you are a bodybuilder who lives in the gym, and you might need a little bit more. Proteins are made from long-chain amino acids. And guess what? The 9 essential amino acids can all be found in plant foods. So if your nutrition plan is balanced, you can easily meet all your protein needs with plants alone. Meat, fish, eggs, dairy products contain high levels of sulfur, which puts more strain on your kidneys. It's very important to know that. Animal protein also promotes harmful acid production and encourages toxic gut bacteria. And I've showed you evidence that plant foods help you rebuild gut bacteria. And a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition concluded that high consumption of animal protein was associated with an early death. So we need the right diet. Regular cow's milk contains large amounts of the hormones progesterone and estrogen. Guess what happens when you introduce large amounts of these hormones into your own body? Well, you start to experience hormonal imbalances. In a 14-study review, researchers found that people who consume the most eggs increased their risk of cardiovascular disease. And animal protein also increases the blood levels of IGF-1, which is associated with an increased risk of developing cancer. Okay, so here's another transformation. Katie is a fitness coach, and she came to work with us because she wanted to lose weight. Well, after working with her, she was able, and putting her on the right plan, she lost 25 pounds. She got back into personal training again. And she's slim, trim, strong, happy. She's a successful fitness coach. So the question is, how much longer do you want to go from diet to diet, supplement to supplement, MD to alternative practitioner with no results? Here's what you need to understand. Chronic issues do not get resolved by themselves. As you get older, the hormone levels in your body start to change, and this can have a big impact upon your bodily functions. So that includes your digestion, that includes your energy levels, that includes your fat storage and nutrient storage. You don't have time to waste. If you've got chronic health issues, you don't have time to waste because they're not going to get better by themselves. So to move forward, you need the right plan, you need the right support, and you need accountability and skin in the game, most importantly, which happens as a result of investing in yourself. The moment you commit to yourself, the moment you understand that this is my priority, that's when magic happens. And you need to prioritize your health as if your life depends upon it, because it really does. So the cost of not getting it right is high. The average hospital stay costs $10,000. Thyroid surgery, $15,000 to $20,000. Hysterectomy, $10,000 to $20,000. IVF, $12,000. And 42 plus women have just a 4% success rate. Plus additional lifelong cost for blood tests, medications, and trips to the doctor, plus career, family, relationship, social struggles, feeling stuck and depressed. What's the cost of that? What's the cost of that? So how about a reality where you are able to avoid or reduce all these unnecessary costs? Not just this year, but in the years ahead. So now you have a choice. You can take the information I've given you and just forget about it, and you can continue doing what you're doing and continue hoping that by doing the same thing, you will get different results. Or if you are done with being sick and tired and you want to get into the best shape of your life, where you wake up with energy, you have a sense of joy every morning, where you finally have balanced hormones, a beautiful body, you have focus and energy to achieve your goals, and you have a life that's free of disease and full of flow, full of glow. If that's what you want for yourself and you want to see real changes happen in the next 60 days, then here is what we have for you. We've set aside some time in the next few days to speak to you personally about how you can apply the strategies you've learned from this masterclass to your own life. We've seen people struggle with many health challenges, and I've showed you so many different case studies and the struggles that we've helped people overcome. We've seen them reverse their symptoms in just weeks, and we have a powerful plan to help you overcome your health challenges. So what we'll do, we'll get on the phone together and identify the best strategy to help you restore your health imbalances, bounce back from fatigue, and drop that excess weight so you can live a high energy, glowing, and fit life. So what will happen during the call is this. We'll look into your health struggles and challenges. We'll talk about what you've tried and what didn't work and why. We'll dive into the root causes of your health challenges, and we'll look at your health goals and see if we can help you and if our program is going to be the right fit for you. The cost of this call is free. It's a quick call, but it needs to be your number one priority. It's not for everyone. It's only for people who want to move forward. Who want to move forward right now. They're ready to put resources towards it, and they know that's what they need. So if you're ready to live your best life, you're ready to fully commit to your health, and you don't want to leave things to chance, this is who this call is for. So how do you book your call? You go to vibewithhealth.com/apply. So go to vibewithhealth.com/apply and apply for the call. All right, so how to book your appointment? So you click on the link, vibewithhealth.com. Hang on, let me get the link here. vibewithhealth. vibewithhealth, let me get this right. vibewithhealth.com/apply. Got it. Okay, so you click on the link, you choose the time and slot, the time slot that works best for you. You fill in a quick application, and you'll get an email confirmation so you can add the appointment date to your calendar. And then show up on time and be in a quiet spot. So again, book your health blueprint print call with us at vibewithhealth.com/apply. So here's Elsa. Elsa is a mom of 3. She was able to drop 15 pounds in 7 weeks and recover from fatigue. Now, I've promised to give you a special gift if you stay with me to the end. And here it is. Go to vibewithhealth.com/reset and grab yourself that 1-day hormone reset plan. We want to give you strategies and tools to just go and start applying the system. Taste it, see how delicious it is. And if you want help with implementing it for your condition and support and accountability so you can do it, you can change your habits, you can commit to yourself, and you can really create that brand new life that you want to leap into, then reach out and book your call at vibewithhealth.com/apply. Okay. Let me go back to the screen. So let's see. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, then just type them and I'm happy to address them. So we've talked about the root causes, and I want to share with you that for many years I struggled with my health conditions. And the reason I'm here with you today and sharing all this information with you today is because you can find answers to your health struggles. And you can find a system and a solution that can make things work, that can really change the way you operate and function. And it can happen relatively quickly. So it is possible to do it all. It is possible to start experiencing different results, but you need the right system to help you. Okay, so I've got a question from Eleanor, and Eleanor is saying, how do you reverse estrogen dominance with your system? So, Eleanor, the thing to understand is that estrogen dominance is a symptom of a larger problem in your body. And estrogen dominance is something that you can balance, and you can have balanced estrogen levels. So when it comes to estrogen dominance, we need to look at your gut health and your liver health, your adrenal health, and we need to look at your nutrients. We need to look at deficiencies and any other issues that you might be experiencing. So, for example, excess estrogen gets excess estrogen, right? So what you need stays in your body, but it gets inactivated in your liver, for which you need to have a liver. And then it exits your body through your poop. So you need to have healthy functioning gut in order to be able to flush that excess estrogen level out of your body. If it doesn't happen, so if your liver is not optimized and working properly, if your gut health is not working well, then it will stay there and it will go back into the bloodstream, and it will cause those higher estrogen levels. So you need to understand that it's a symptom of a much larger problem, and it's possible to reverse it with the right plan. Janet is asking, what about PCOS? You said that you reversed it. Can you tell me the plan that has helped you? So with regards to PCOS, again, in the medical field, it's something that is chronic and you cannot reverse it. And yes, I had PCOS, and it's been years and I've been clear. So I did not find answers to my PCOS issues in the medical field. And literally I went from doctor to doctor. I did endless tests, and I took contraceptive pills to help me balance my PCOS and hormonal imbalances. None of it worked. And thankfully I didn't stay on contraceptive pills for long enough, because they just made me feel awful and I couldn't take them. And that my body gave me that feedback, because they're so unhealthy for you. And there are so many side effects and so many serious future health consequences they can lead to. So know that if you have the right plan, then you can bring your body into balance. Now, when it comes to PCOS, can also be a symptom of hypothyroidism, by the way. So when it comes to more stubborn conditions like hypothyroidism, let's say that you've had hypothyroidism for a long time, and you've never discovered that the cause of it was Hashimoto's. And for 9 out of 10 people, the cause of hypothyroidism will be Hashimoto's. So what do you do with that? Well, you need to address the root cause, which is Hashimoto's, and you need to understand what's causing Hashimoto's. So everything that we've covered today will apply, and it will be something that can help you move forward. All right. So thank you so much for joining me for this training class. And I wanted to share with you a plan that can help you move forward. I wanted to share with you a plan that can make a real difference to your symptoms, to the balance that you can rebuild within your body. And as a result of that, cause a dramatic change, positive change and difference to your life. So if you want help with that, just reach out to us. And even if you're watching us on any social, just send us a message or leave a comment, and we'll reach out to you and see if or how we'll be able to help you. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this live stream. Until next time, bye.